What's up, Barbarians? We had a campfire chat today, and I'm going to go over what's important. First thing, Walking Arsenal gets a buff. If I'm not mistaken, this is back now to its original form, what it was before the big nerf. As you see here, we're getting many buffs to various skills and passives. I really hope we're not going to see any nerfs, and everything is just going to get a buff, as we are one of the weakest, if not the weakest class in the game. This looks great. Also, they had here, Hammer of the Ancients damage is increased from 70 to 80%. They did just buff it, and clearly they still think it is underperforming. They also showed that the earthquakes are getting a buff as well. This was something I used before, and I'm going to continue to use it because it's just getting a buff, giving us more damage. That's amazing. Earthquakes are here to stay for most builds. Also have a new legendary aspect, which makes our earthquakes deal more damage. And now we're converting it to fire damage, much like Leapquake from Diablo 3. That was a really fun playstyle, and I really enjoyed that build, actually. So it's kind of cool to see it come back. I think earthquakes are going to be meta for Season 7. Another thing that wasn't in the actual campfire chat, we are getting a new unique chest armor, Mantle of the Mountain's Fury. It looks crazy. 50% Hammer of the Ancients damage for 5 seconds after an earthquake explodes. Then it gives us armor, 3 to 5 ranks of Hammer to the Ancients, 2 to 3 ranks to defensive stance, 13.5 to 12.5 chance for earthquakes to deal double damage. And then Hammer of the Ancient also forms a seismic line that deals its damage and slows enemies hit by 60 to 80% for 4 seconds. Earthquakes that pass through explode for their total damage and are consumed. That's really cool. It kind of seems like where it forms a seismic line, to me it almost feels like upheaval, but we'll have to see how it plays. But that is a very interesting chess piece. Hammer of the Ancients will be meta for Season 7. Next, they showed off the Season 7 theme, and it is just like Season 2. I couldn't be happier about that. Season 2 was by far the best season. It was so much fun. Vampire powers were awesome. I'm really glad they brought this back. It seems like it's a copy-paste, and I'm all for it. This is, I think, is going to be really, really good. They're even bringing back Green Helltide. And Green Helltide from Season 2 was amazing. It was the best place to farm XP. It was the best place to farm Whispers. And now with Season 7, it's going to be tied to the Tree of Whispers, which is even better. I'm very much looking forward to this, and I think Season 7 is going to be a lot of fun. Also with the Season 7 theme, we're getting Occult Gems. And I feel like these are kind of like the Malignant Hearts. I feel like Season 7 is they're mixing Season 1 and 2 together to give us Season 7. Because if you think of the Malignant Hearts, they were gems, which gave you power. And that's exactly what they're doing here. They're doing the exact same thing. And Season 2 with the vampire powers is what the season theme is. This clearly is Season 1 and 2 combining to make Season 7. And if they pull it off right, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. This should be the best season if they pull it off right. In the campfire chat, they also showed off a couple runes. The one in the middle, Igni, I think that one looks pretty cool. And I think that's going to be a really good one for Barbarians. And the last thing they showed off is the Armory. This is so needed, especially for myself when I like to make builds. It would be really nice to save them. So if I want to go back to them, it'd be really easy to swap in and out of. If this is the actual template and we have 5 slots, that's going to be so good. I'm very excited for this. I'm so glad we're finally getting the Armory, and I'm glad this is not Season of the Armory and it actually has a different seasonal mechanic. Overall, the campfire chat, I think, was really good. I think there's a lot of good things in it. Season 7 looks very promising with buffs to Barb, with having literally Season 1 and 2 combined together to make Season 7. I think this is going to be great. This, in theory, will be the best season so far. Barb might be back on top again. Who knows? Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll have another patch notes video on Wednesday. And until then, I will see you guys next time.